Music expresses that which cannot be put into words, and that which cannot remain silent. He never went out without a book under his arm, and he often came back with two. Even the darkest night will end, and the sun will rise. What is love? I have met in the streets a very poor young man who was in love. His hat was old, his coat worn, the water passed through his shoes, and the stars through his soul. Music expresses that which cannot be said, and on which it is impossible to be silent. Be happy without picking flaws. To put everything in balance is good. To put everything in harmony is better. It is nothing to die. It is frightful not to live. Not being heard is no reason for silence. Have courage for the great sorrows of life and patience for the small ones. And when you have laboriously accomplished your daily task, go to sleep in peace. God is awake. The greatest happiness of life is the conviction that we are loved. Loved for ourselves, or rather, loved in spite of ourselves. Laughter is sunshine, it chases winter from the human face. To love or have loved, that is enough. Ask nothing further. There is no other pearl to be found in the dark folds of life. Those who do not weep, do not see. To learn to read is to light a fire. Every syllable that is spelled out is a spark. If I speak, I am condemned. If I stay silent, I am damned. Reason is intelligence taking exercise. Imagination is intelligence with an erection. Certain thoughts are pres. There are moments when, whatever be the attitude of the body, the soul is on its knees. You who suffer because you love, love still more. To die of love is to live by it. You ask me what forces me to speak. A strange thing. My conscience. He who opens a school door, closes a prison. A garden to walk in and immensity to dream in. What more could he ask? A few flowers at his feet, and above him the stars. People do not lack strength, they lack will. There is nothing like a dream to create the future. A man is not idle, because he is absorbed in thought. There is visible labor and there is invisible labor. Love is the foolishness of men, and the wisdom of God. I have been loving you a little more every minute since this morning. There is something more terrible than a hell of suffering. a hell of boredom. What makes night within us may leave stars. Nobody knows like a woman how to say things that are both sweet and profound. Sweetness and depth, this is all of woman. This is heaven. To die for lack of love is horrible. The asphyxia of the soul. Let us study things that are no more. It is necessary to understand them, if only to avoid them. It is not easy to keep silent when silence is a lie. And remember the truth that once was spoken. To love another person is to see the face of God. Winter is on my head, but eternal spring is in my heart. There is one spectacle grander than the sea, that is the sky. There is one spectacle grander than the sky, that is the interior of the soul. The soul helps the body, and at certain moments raises it. It is the only bird that sustains its cage. Not seeing people permits us to imagine them with every perfection. If people did not love one another, I really don't see what use there would be in having any spring. If you wish to understand what revolution is, call it progress. And if you wish to understand what progress is, call it tomorrow. What a grand thing to be loved. What a grander thing still to love. Let us sacrifice one day to gain perhaps a whole life. There are no weeds and no worthless men. There are only bad farmers. When you get an idea into your head, you find it in everything. But listen, there will be more joy in heaven over the tears of a repentant sinner than over the white robes of 100 just men. Diamonds are to be found only in the darkness of the earth, and truth in the darkness of the mind. Nobody loves the light like the blind man. She essayed to smile again, and expired. The first symptom of true love in a man is timidity, in a young woman, boldness. This is surprising, and yet nothing is more simple. It is the two sexes tending to approach each other and assuming each the other's qualities. The supreme happiness of life is the conviction that we are loved. Loved for ourselves. Say rather, loved in spite of ourselves. What is said about men often has as much influence upon their lives, and especially upon their destinies, as what they do. For there are many great deeds done in the small struggles of life. He did not study God. He was dazzled by him. The beautiful is as useful as the useful. He added after a moment's silence, perhaps more so. Love is the only future God offers. Be like the bird that, passing on her flight a while on boughs too slight, feels them give way beneath her, and yet sings, knowing that she hath wings. I'd like a drink. I desire to forget life. Life is a hideous invention by somebody I don't know. It doesn't last, and it's good for nothing. You break your neck simply living. Being good is easy, what is difficult is being just. A woman will never go to bed with a man she doesn't respect. Faith is necessary to men. Woe to him who believes in nothing.